Hey everyone, Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, your journey partner in business, founder of strategicmeditation.com, where I help impact-driven entrepreneurs and leaders like you get and stay grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. This is your weekly business energy flow forecast for the week of March 19th of 2023. Happy spring! It is the spring equinox, and I'm so excited, so happy, so grateful to get to celebrate spring, all of us coming to life again. I hope you feel it in the energy. Happy spring. By the way, also, this is a full moon week as well. So I'm sorry, not full moon, new moon. Whoops. And I'm leaving that in. The full moon, what's the difference between the full moon and the new moon, by the way? The full moon is when you see the moon full in the sky. The new moon is when it looks like there's no moon at all in the sky. So, okay, that may be duh, Victoria. Like, I already knew that. But they have different representations. You want to kind of imagine it almost like a pregnant woman, the moon's infradian circle. So when it's full, like, all right, we're ready to pop, we're ready to release and let the baby go, right? We're ready to release. Whereas when she's all nice and svelte and fertile, she's open to receive, apparently. She's got capacity to create another one, and it goes around and around and around with the moon cycle, the moon's infradian rhythm. So honoring that, we're coming into the new moon this week with the spring equinox. For those of you who've watched the annual reading, you know that this is the month of awakening and new beginnings. Open the roof on your vision, right? And this is it. This is it. This week is when it's time, my spirit guides say, to get out your tambourine and celebrate. Yes, 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 yes. So I had to wear some shimmy-worthy jewelry for this reading, but I feel the joyous energy of this week, and for you as well as for yours truly, for all of us. There is something about the energy of this week, my spirit guides are saying, for you to get aligned with the flow of abundance 2 and 3 your life, that it's all about celebrating. Celebrate your progress. Make a fuss. And yes, you are in mid-flight, by the way. You are literally like, oh my God, we're doing all this stuff. All this stuff is popping off. Like, all of this is happening. What? I know, I don't have time to celebrate. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. My spirit guides say, make time, because this is how you energize yourself to stay in flight, right? To continue to ride that wave forward. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Holy cow, it's the spring equinox. From now to the winter solstice, right, which was December 21st of 2022, from that going back, how much has happened? How much has happened? Have you sat down and wrote out all of the achievements that you've got done between now and then, right? How are you celebrating the incredible shifts and goodness in your life that you're experiencing even just this month, within the last 30 days, or just waking up this morning? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude is everything. The card that I pulled for the week, by the way, is 7 of Earth. So the Earth card, and it's so interesting that we've got Earth energy with the new moon and this powerful opening. There is literally a portal opening up this week if you are ready for it. And so you've got to ground this week. with the 7 of Earth. So it says seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, and unnecessary worry. So this is coming as an affirmation. It's not as a challenger. So this is something that you're ready to do, and you need to know that it is going so much better than you think it is. I repeat, it is going so much better than you think it is. One more time. Ready? It is going so much better than I think it is. It is going so much better than I think it is. That is what this card represents. So the earth has to do with, for those of you who are following in traditional tarot, this is pentacles, right? So, but the 7 of earth in this tarot deck has to do with managing our resources of time, money, energy, and relationships. So how do we care for our energy resources in our lives? And yes, this is also a money card. So if you want to just make it short down to one word, is earth has to do with the money, right? And 7 has to do with understanding, investigation, curiosity, learning and development, going back to school or getting curious, reading more, it's a lot of mental, almost kind of your inner scientist, your inner research scientist is what number 7 has to do. And so if you're struggling with this though, you're not, my spirit guides are saying, that's why the card came as an affirmation. But if you're having like a little bit of trouble, you would basically be worried that, are things going okay? Is it all right? Right? And this is an uncomfortable thing that they're telling me to say. When you worry like that, where you get anxious, where you get concerned and you worry about, is everything okay? Am I doing it right? Am I the right person at the right time in the right place? Am I worthy? Is everything going to be all right? I'm getting anxious. I make myself anxious. I get anxious. My spirit guides, this is really uncomfortable for me to say. My spirit guides say that's how you're used to motivating yourself, is by worrying and creating anxiety. You may think that you're anxious or that you have anxiety, but you create it. You create it. You may think that your life is worrisome or, I'm so stressed, but did you know that as you say that and you look at it, you affirm it and you feed it? So this is about, instead of feeding the seeds of anxiety and worry and not knowing if you've measured up enough, maybe to prove it to mommy or daddy, even though mommy or daddy aren't really watching. Let's plant instead some seeds of greatness. And according to my spirit guides, you have a fistful of them. And oh man, you are making it rain seeds of greatness. The antidote to worry and anxiety is gratitude and celebration. And I want you to celebrate about ridiculous simple stuff. It's like, you know what? I'm so grateful I woke up this morning. I am so grateful that I can see, that I have glasses. Thank you for my underpants. Thank you for the air that I'm breathing right now, because I know there's somebody who didn't wake up and have the ability to see this morning, who didn't have clean underpants and who couldn't breathe fresh air for themselves, right? Let me be ridiculously grateful. Let me be grateful for the ridiculously simple things in my life. If you think you've got more to worry about than to be grateful for, I feel a soapbox coming on. This is the week for you to celebrate everything. Go from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Anyone who's ever worked with me knows that I'm set to auto clap, because it's about gratitude and celebration. Like, there is so much to be grateful for, even as everything is going on at the same time. In my community, we actually call that a swag. So for some of you watching this, You, as well as I, know about Mama Gina's School of Womanly Arts, brags, gratitudes, desires, swamp. You understand that terminology. And one of the ways that I metabolized that as a visionary is that combining a swamp and a brag. So for those of you who just heard what I said and they're like, what did you just, well, I don't understand any of that terminology. So a brag is something that you're celebrating, right? Brag, go on, brag. Because when you brag, if you're a good person, you have stuff to brag about that's spread more good in the world. And we need to hear that. I'm sick and tired of crappy news. Let me hear some good news, right? Brag, please. Yes, thank you. So gratitude, obviously, is gratitude. Desire is what do you want, expressing what you want. And then the swamp is to express what is not going well, what you're angry about, what you're grieving about, what you have no feelings about, where you feel kind of numb. It's to express neutral to negative emotions is what swamping is. And especially if you do a full swamp, there's even physical movement involved, which is fabulous. I highly, highly, highly recommend Mama Gina School of Womanly Arts. And so I've gone through School of Womanly Arts, studied with her. She's amazing, and it changed my life. And I've metabolized that with swag, where, especially as an entrepreneur, I have things that I could brag about that I'm also swamping. It's like, I'm sad that this is going well, or I'm angry that this is taking off. I have some complex feelings right now, and it's not just a brag, it's not just a swamp, it is a swag. And I am okay with the fact that I have swag, and my students who've been in my higher level programs understand that. They're like, yeah, I got some swags right now. I swag, blah, and they will say so, right? And that's how we metabolize life. You have got to brag this week. You have got to swamp this week, or go ahead and swag if you're someone who tends to have things that are complex, that, you know what, we made more money than we ever did this week, and now we're going to have to pay more taxes. I'm excited and freaked out at the same time. I swag that. That's going to help keep your momentum flowing so that you don't emotionally block, right? Call on the resource, 7 of Earth, call on the resource of all of the good that has been coming up in your life, and celebrate, practice radical celebration this week so that you can continue your ascent and spring forward with the spring equinox, and as well with the new moon. Remember that fertility image that I gave you at the beginning of this reading? As you express all of what you're grateful for, you tell the universe, okay, the universe and the YOU, universe, you tell the universe what you want. And the new moon on the spring equinox is during this portal. Go ahead and check other astrological readings about this. So many portals opening right now. This is such an auspicious time for you to celebrate the good, because when praises go up, blessings come down. When you are so excited about the good in your life, it shakes the universe open to let more of that abundance rain down over you. Declare it. This is the week whereas you are in that momentum of celebrating, radically celebrating, declare also over your life the new next level vision where you open the roof, right? What do you desire? What have you realized because of all of the good that has happened? Because of all of what you are radically celebrating, whether you are bragging or swagging all of the progress that is made. What are you realizing? It's like, you know what's possible? This is what I want next. I desire blah. I desire this. I desire that. I desire some more of that. I desire no more of that. And be gone, poof, right? Make your declarations. This is the week to celebrate. And throw a shimmy in for me, baby. There's so much good going on. Sending you abundant, loving blessings. And by the way, you know what time it is. If you have a hard time celebrating, or you know what, you're like, I've never heard of a swag before. Y'all been doing that in your community, Victoria? How, what? Or I've got some things that I want to celebrate, but I can't tell anybody. Trust me, I've heard some interesting things from some interesting people like yourself over the last 13 years. And I love it. I love it. If you need someone to celebrate something that you can't go knock on your next door neighbor's door and be like, oh my God, I just made it a day when I used to dream of making it a year. They will be looking at you like, why are you doing this? I think I'm going to call the police. I have a psychopath on my front step. But you want to just, what? I remember when the first time that happened to me, I was like, who can I share this excitement with, right? So important if you need someone who can hold space for some real juicy brags. You know where to find me. You know where to find me. Go to talkwithvictoria.com or send a text 732-903-8573. I'd be super happy to get to hold space for you and to continue the ascent, right? If we don't celebrate it, then, we're going to lose gas in our rocket ship. But work on that resource. Replenish and refuel the tank with celebrations this week. I'm so excited to hear yours. If you have something that you want to, if you want to celebrate something, you could go ahead and comment below or book a call with yours truly or one of my team members. Bring it on. Bring it on. Let's lift each other up with a spirit of celebration. Side note, by the way, there's no such thing as journey envy, is how I usually say it with my clients, but there's no such thing as celebration envy, because in spiritual truth, the minute you witness someone celebrating the goodness in their life, copy paste, it comes onto you. So that's awesome to really bring that into your heart. It's like, no matter what someone's happy about, it's like, thank you for bringing that in for me. Yeah. Oh, you made all that money. Thank you. I received the abundance. Or, oh, you're in love. Thank you for bringing that in for me. Yeah. Oh, you got healthier, right? You lost some weight. Thank you. Or you gained some weight. Thank you for bringing health into my life. Just knowing that when you witness someone in celebration, or when someone else witnesses you, you are actually sharing the blessing by literally sharing, right? Expressing the blessing. But that blessing then is copy pasted onto anyone else who gets to witness you in your joy. So go ahead, spread lots of love, and we'll see you next week for our next forecast. Mwah! Happy spring!